With all of the drama surrounding the World Cup, many are rather surprised at how things have been controlled and taken care of by Qatari law and order authorities during the matches, including theft concerns. Coming from different backgrounds, many people have found Qatar to be a safe place for both families and women. They further claim that since there were no alcohol-related incidents during the World Cup, things for families with small children and babies who aren't old enough to understand the public's reactions were really rather pleasant. Despite finding it difficult to disagree with the alcohol restriction, many English fans nevertheless went to the games and felt more safer than they would have otherwise. English fans posted on their social media about how many people can really enjoy themselves without the influence of booze. They're finding their nation's practices sad and are concerned about the fight in which British football fans attacked the opponent team's fans some years ago under alcohol's influence when England got defeated.
One thing I learned as an Englishman going to the World Cup in Qatar is how sad our relationship with alcohol is in this nation. Now, I'm not saying I'm giving up, I'm not saying it's wrong to booze, but people were panicking about, can you drink over there or not? And I saw Senegalese fans, I saw Saudi Arabian fans, I saw Argentinian fans having the time of their life without alcohol. And the thing is, they're able to go and do it again, because all the English boys are in bed hungover and tired. And if you think about what happened during the Euros last time, and the final, all the fights and that, it's really, I don't know, it's just made me question my relationship with alcohol a little bit.
James English, a podcast host and documentary maker, wrote on his Twitter, "A lot of bad things, spoke about the World Cup being in Qatar, but what a job they have done with the fans, and not one bit of trouble." To which a Twitter user named Ash Shield replied, "Friend of mine out there who's staying till we, England, either win it or get KO'd. His father picked up a chest infection while out there. The locals paid for travel to the hospital and even paid for the meds he was advised to take. When I told him it's their normal practice even during the Hajj and Umrah, he said, seriously awesome. Every stadium has prayer halls for Muslims to pray with proper wudu facilitation. Such rooms and halls are prepared with glasses to allow non-praying ones to observe the prayers. Many people got really inspired by the sound of adhan and the togetherness of the prayer. So much inspired that the visitors are filming it and educating people on Muslim practices. Some are finding the generosity of the people overwhelmingly beautiful, and some adore the adhan on their way to places. The treatments and proper arrangements have also caused people to rethink about the Western perceptions and the things they have been told to believe in about the Muslim world. Not only this, it's also helping Muslims and Qataris to bust a lot of false myths about Islam and the Middle Eastern practices. One such example is a woman who posted a video to her TikTok account and informed her followers that a separate line is only female. She implied to her followers that this is because women in Qatar are not respected and may even be the target of persecution.
It's a security line that's only for women. They're separated by men and women. Not because women are mistreated, because they are better treated. Women are treated with so much more respect. I'm from Texas. When I go places here, I feel safer 100%.
Soon the clip got viral. The minute she posted this on her social media, many Muslim women stitched her video with theirs on the said platform to inform her of the rights of women in the state under Islamic laws. She then quickly removed her clip from the social application. In many instances, individuals appear to be more uninformed of the culture and principles than ignorant, precisely because of the media, since many of them inquired and attempted to learn about Islam rather than criticizing it. However, some ignorant people undoubtedly attempted to break the law, but were caught owing to effective security. Well, sadly, this person died on 10th September. There's no doubt that Qataris tried very hard to erase the widespread misconceptions and misguidance related to the topic of religion, Islam, and Muslims. They introduced QR codes in 30 different languages in almost every crowded space to let people have an overall idea about small questions. They gave virtual reality headsets to the ones visiting to inform them about Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his life. They kept opened mosque doors wide open for others to see that there is nothing that resembles what the Western perspective speaks of. Instead, they all quite fall in love with the hospitality and love. Mark Pugac, sports journalist, said, that beers at the grounds doesn't seem to be the world's worst idea. It's the calm coming out. There's none of the aggro. Let's be blunt. Sometimes there is coming out of football grounds. He continued by saying, the experience here, we have to be absolutely fair, is very calm. It's very easy. Drugs are also prohibited under Sharia regulations in Qatar, which explains why there is so much serenity. The only rationale for these prohibitions is Islam. If Qataris had to accept something, they would have already approved a lot of non-halal things. And Qatar's situations would have been similar to that of the other popular countries in terms of crimes and corruption, which are increasing day by day. However, Qatar did not. They preserved everything about Islam and gained their place and image with good appreciation from the visitors, which significantly helped suppress the Western media narrative. Many stopped spitting hatred, and BBC slowed down on its anti-Qatari stance. Even Muslim fans who came to witness the games were instrumental in informing non-Muslims about the customs and practices by explaining the fundamentals of Islam, the 5 daily prayers, and what it's like to be a Muslim. Non-Muslims loved and embraced Muslims' knowledge and way of life. This allowed multiple conversations during the Qatar World Cup. Many individuals stated that too much representation of Islam was unnecessary and that Qatar could have kept the opening ceremony theme a little lighter. But these people didn't understand why Qatar decided to opt to adhere to Islamic guidelines and why they didn't demonstrate flexibility towards their laws, because flexibility weakens a person, weak in iman and extremely weak in intellect. And once you get frail, it takes a long road to recover, especially in iman. For the kingdom, it was imperative to maintain peace and sent obvious Islamic messages during the World Cup to the people.